Hello everyone, it is Shigeo Takeru here once again to bring you a brand new series for the channel. The Fruit of Grisaia. It is another visual novel series, like I do play a lot. Supposed to be more story driven than others. So I bring friends with me once again. Amanda, who's
Hello.
and then Nick.
Woohoo!
But yeah, so we're very interested to get right into this, aren't we, guys?
Yep.
Indeed.
Okay, so as I move my mouse to from the beginning, intense sunlight blazes down on the road as if to declare the arrival of summer. The burning asphalt radiates it, mixing with the scent of the tide to form a thick, muggy atmosphere.
So muggy. Feels like coffee.
It's way too early for this kind of weather, and when the temperature is abnormally high, you're always going to get some people who lose their heads and start acting erratically.
Radical, yo.
We should check and make sure everyone's voices are still off now that I think about this.
They are off.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. In other words, it's only natural that the police would be on the lookout for suspicious types at times like this. It was about 10 minutes ago when I realized I'd been mistaken for one of those heat-stroke-addled sorts.
Addled?
Addled or whatever. Or, I don't know. Think we'll be the policeman?
Yes! Alright. Name. Whatever his name is. Address. Some street.
Sweat pouring from his forehead as he examines my license. The policeman in front of me takes a glance at the large backpack I'm carrying, then continues the background check.
What did you do?
You came here from Yandere. Perfect.
Yamanashi, yes.
What business do you have in the city? Why are you lunging around that enormous bag? You headed anywhere in particular?
I told you, it's 10 minutes ago. I'm moving. This luggage is everything I own.
What's your new address?
Like I said, I don't have one yet. The answer's not going to change no matter how many times you ask.
Do you like nipples?
God.
You're moving, but you don't know where to look. What are you hiding? I bet you come clean already.
Oh god.
Where'd you come from?
Is it for you still? Or?
I think so. Where'd you come from? Where are you going? What are you planning to do? Depending on the context, these police are... Oh, this is
No,
you.
it is wrong.
That was okay. As far as police inquiries go, they're pretty run-of-the-mill.
Indeed.
From their perspective, anyone wandering around without clear-cut business is by default a criminal of some sort. Let alone someone like me carrying around conspicuous, bulky luggage. It's good as guaranteed that they'd stop me.
We're a criminal of love.
That is their job, I suppose, since this little scene acts as a crime deterrent. Though its visibility, it's not an entirely wasted effort. But unfortunately, I don't have all day to play along. I drop a glance toward the digital watch I'm wearing around my left wrist. Sorry, but I'm keeping someone waiting. I really can't spare any more time. We're hanging out with bored cops.
Are you mocking me?
The police force is proof that the city's at peace. Take it as a compliment. Inexplicably, taking offense at my tone, the policeman clicks his tongue in irritation and tosses my license back.
Oh wow.
Alright. Alright, Kazami-san. Sorry for the inconvenience, but would you mind letting me take a look at your pack before you're carrying?
I refuse.
Why? Something you don't want me to see in there? A knife, maybe?
I don't rely on blades. Policy of mine. Are you really telling me to pack all this on the spot? It'll take an hour at least. 30 minutes just to take it all out, 30 minutes to stuff it back in.
In that case, let's head over to the station. No reason to stand around in the sun, right? You might get some cold tea and we'll have a nice long chat. No.
I just told you, I don't have the time. I can't accept voluntary questioning. I know you can't just back down.
This police guy sounds like a
but
tool.
I do. But if I say I'll head over there myself later, could we wrap this up for now?
That's very convenient of you, but what guarantee do I have you'll ever show? At least give me an address if you want me to. Yeah, whatever. Gonna agree
As
to
I've
that.
explained, I'm in the middle of a move. I vacated my old place, so I don't have an address.
And give me your parents' address, or are they homeless too?
I don't have any parents. No siblings or relatives either. They're all dead.
You serious? Are you sure you're not hiding it from me? This is going?
This is going nowhere.
Oh, it's going
It
somewhere.
really is.
Okay. I want to move along to the station, maybe. And call a patrol car and you stay right here, please. No.
Then at least let me call the person I'm supposed to be meeting. At this rate, they'll be waiting all day.
That's fine, but who are you meeting? A friend?
I'm not going to tell you.
That's none of your business. Why is...
Someone you can't tell me about.
It's your mother. We had an appointment at a hotel.
Yes.
This
What?
guy is a wise guy.
I was keeping quiet out of the goodness of my heart. You dragged it out of me. So don't blame me when your parents get divorced and your happy home is shattered.
Watch your mouth. I go.
Wait,
Huh?
Amanda just missed something.
Oh,
Nick pushed him.
It's a Kia. In a young woman voice.
Kia!
you have to say the dot.
Dot, 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 dot.
Oh god, the screaming!
About 30 meters away from where we were talking, someone screams. A desperate cry follows within seconds.
Thief! Somebody!
The woman sits collapsed on the street, stretching out her hand. Her high heels lie on the ground, knocked off her feet by the sudden fall. Just about halfway between us, there's a man in a flashy Hawaiian shirt running in this section. Shit, a cop! Although the thief flinches for a moment at the sight of a policeman's uniform, after a quick check for any convenient side streets, he barrels onward. Move it, asshole! Branching stolen bag menacingly, his hand violently gestures out of my way.
Huh? Stop right there! Stop it! Stop running!
Flustered. He's quite clearly unaccustomed to this sort of situation.
Useless
While
cops.
he's panicking, the distance between us and the thief shrinks with surprising swiftness. Out of the way!
He sounds like he's about to shard.
The man runs in a straight line toward the breakthrough of freedom. I happen to be standing directly in the middle of his path. I said move, damn it!
I have to really drop a deuce!
As he prepares to strike with the bag, I discern the movement of the shoulder and arm from the first signs of motion and hit his wrist sharply just as he begins to swing.
You stiff arm him!
The man's arm instantly stiffens and loses all momentum. His eyes pop wide open in shock. I immediately grab the collar of the Hawaiian shirt he's wearing, firmly draw him toward me. Before the man can offer resistance to my pull, I smoothly reverse and use my body weight to shove him against me. When pushed just as they've begun to brace themselves against being pulled, anyone except a genuine expert is going to be thrown off balance. Nice shirt. Where'd you buy it?
He really has to drop a deuce.
Shock spreads across the man's face as his knees buckle against his will. I try to gain a choke. Thanks, Nick, for not waiting.
Sorry.
Bastard! The man promptly draws his head back and shifts his body to the side, preventing me from landing a hold on his neck. Although I expected as much from a glance at his build, it seems like he's somewhat experienced in judo. But in this case, you have been better off trying a decisive tackle. Rotating around the purse snatcher in the opposite direction of his slide, I yank his right arm upward with both hands in one movement. I've circled to his back. Next, pull back on the opponent's wrist and elbow and pin him into the ground. This is just a basic Aikido, by the way. And that's what I look like, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Fucking asshole, get off! I'll fucking kill you!
He really has to drop a deuce! Let him drop a deuce, man!
Hey now, you got your priorities all wrong before worrying about me. You should kill the guy who sold you that shirt. God damn it! Goddamn kid! Perhaps unconsciously, the man's now empty right hand just really slaps at the asshole. While holding the thief pinned, I quickly shoot a look behind me. Don't just stand there.
Oh! Yeah!
The policeman jerks up straight in response to my angry shout, taking a pair of handcuffs from the pouch around his waist and runs over to restrain the criminal. The purse snatcher seems to have resigned himself to his fate and doesn't offer any pointless resistance. He accepts his right hand to the rest, the theft docilely, then sits quietly on the ground with his head hung as the policeman radios for backup. Apparently they weren't too far off as the siren approaches in no time.
That was loud.
It is very loud.
It is very loud. Look, stop with the flippin'...
Two policemen get out of the arriving cruiser and push the criminal into the back seat. As I quietly watching the scene with perfectly passivity, the police from here runs over.
Thank you for your cooperation in the arrest.
I'll pass on the letter of thanks, so how about letting me move on?
You can't do that, I'm afraid. I'd possibly like to have a detailed conversation staying regardless of this incident or the previous matter. I know.
Shaking my head in exasperation, I silently rebuke myself. Should have just left it alone. As the policeman pushes at my back, I glance at my wristwatch. It informs me that I'm already 5 minutes late for my meeting.
For a meditation.
Okay.
I like that, like, how it showed you the scene change a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. Okay. Who wants to be the detective?
Amanda can be the detective.
Okay. Look, you about ready to talk yet? ... Okay.
30 minutes have passed since I was brought into the interrogation room, familiar as the place where criminals break into flop sweat in TV dramas. I'm sitting on a cheap foldable pipe chair, my arms folded in perfect silence.
How are we supposed to let you go if you don't respond to our questions? Weren't you supposed to meet someone? Shouldn't you just talk and get this over with? ...
I want my lawyer.
Instead of responding, I close my eyes, a silent statement indicating that I have absolutely no intention of opening my mouth. The detective clicks his tongue in exasperation at my attitude. I've got a pretty fair idea of what he'll be doing next.
If you don't have anything to hide, talk. How long do you plan on remaining silent?
Every day.
The sound of something being struck and an even louder attempt at intimidation. This is the point where a timid guy would be jumping in his seat with his eyes wide open or maybe staring at the floor and quivering. As for me, my eyes are still shut and my arms are still folded quietly. My mind is a total blank. I've been accustomed to adults shouting at me like this since I was a child. Following the threat stage, the next step would be for him to grip my hair and jolt me back and forth. But I'm dealing with an official authority group here. I should get off with direct violence this time. Without direct violence. Not to say that they won't pull out of the old TV cliches and harass me by shining a desk lamp in my eyes, or something of the sort. I can roughly translate the detective's sigh. Goddamn kids these days. I gently open my eyes in order to sneak a look at his disgusted face. The detective sitting in front of me seems to be challenging the Guinness World Record for the most dramatic asymmetry between the left and right sides of a human mouth. Or maybe he's just scowling. When I let out a snort of laughter in response to the unexpectedly pleasant sight, the detective scratches his head violently and glares at me.
Look, buddy, I don't know who you've been talking to, but playing dumb with the police isn't gonna gain you anything, alright?
It won't gain you anything, but you won't lose anything either, except your time. I turn my gaze to the clock on the wall of the sweat box. An hour has already passed since the scheduled time for my meeting.
How about you respond when I'm speaking to you?
No!
Detective strikes the desk with excellent comic timing. The best part is the way he knocks his ashtray off the table every time he does this.
What the hell is your deal?
His tone distinctly fed up, he stoops down to pick the plastic tray off the floor. Kazami Yuji, occupation, student.
Yes, you've said that already many times. We've looked it up. It came from Yamanashi, right? Okay. No criminal background, no traffic violations, or
Juvenile.
Juvenile custody records, no accommodations or public record either. What kind of person has absolutely no data in the system? Your record is so clean it looks like someone's been whiting it out. Just who the hell are you?
Because I'm a occupation student.
God. What's with that? Did someone tell you to only say that line if the police caught you? Are you some sort of terrorist or what?
Because I'm a occupation student.
This is what I would do!
Shut up! Just shut up!
First it's say something, now it's shut up. Talk about heart, please. Capricious, whatever the fuck that word is. Detective
Capricious, no.
yet again and scratches his head. Flakes of dandruff drift grandly through the air. Based on his thoroughly wrinkled boot and heavy stubble, I'd say he hasn't been home in days.
Oh, poor him.
Look, cut me a break here. Put yourself in my shoes for a second.
Another sigh. It's enough to make me want to heave one myself. Because we both take our work seriously, it seems like we're stuck going around in circles.
You spin me right. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, shut up. We sure picked up a royal pain in the ass this time. The investigation of this purse snatcher case isn't going smoothly either. Thanks so much for dropping that on our lap, by the way.
You're welcome.
I was waiting for him to say that.
You would.
Response. My character seems so snarky and like sarcastic, and I love it.
I know.
Just as we roughly complete the exchange of one-side bitterness, the mutual glaring, there's a well-timed knock at the door, and the sound of it being unlocked.
Yes, hello, sir.
The slightly plump, elderly detective enters the room. Given the respectful tone of the detective I've been chatting with, he's probably a superior of some sort.
Is something the... Oh. Well, huh?
After a quick glance in my direction, the elderly detective whispers something into the younger man's ear. Before long, the younger detective turns toward me with a decidedly plus expression.
You're being released, it seems. Thanks for your cooperation.
Why now? Why now all of a sudden?
You're asking the wrong guy. Bye.
With those parting words, the young detective leaves the room. The elderly detective watches him go and then faces me with a greasy smile.
Oh, what the?
You opened up that.
Oh.
Must be the elderly detective.
Whoa! Sorry about all that, Kazami. Kazami-san!
You having a heart attack there?
I'm about double man! It seems that...
Come on.
It seems we hadn't received any report on our end, and we're just only placed your contact with your gardener.
Guarantee.
Guarantee.
Or something.
Something like that.
Stares at me with eyes like a dead fish. As an employee.
No, that's me. Nope.
That's it.
As an employee of, I can't pronounce that. Shigeo. If you simply said as much. Go away, Team Viewer.
If you'd known I was from Ichigaya from the start, wouldn't you have thrown me in jail, stripped me naked, and sprayed me down with the hose?
You're quite the killer. Did you forget where we belong to an unparalleled... I don't know what that is, but whatever he said. We're all friends here.
Just to let you know, I'm nothing but a student. My work at Ichigai is only part-time cleaning job.
Cleaning! Cleaning! Is that it? Ha! I see. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Well, that's well put, just as I expect from a collection of eggheads.
In response to my words, the detective twists his mouth into something vaguely resembling a smile.
But really no. Oh god, I sound like I'm dying. You simply formed this eliminating the circumstances on your end. Dash. Well, I'm sure you know the higher-ups are what they are. I'm sorry, I'm an old man, I can't read. Well, I'm going to miss there for a moment. Oh!
Sarcasm dripping from every pore of his body, the detective treats me with transparently insincere courtesy.
Oh no! My sarcasm is pouring out of my body! I'm losing it!
He's perfectly civil on a superficial level, but the atmosphere in here is growing increasingly unpleasant. What time are we at, Nick?
Oh no! But I think I have to take a pump! We're at 23 minutes! I think I can hold it!
The younger detective from before, hard-ass, that he was, seems infinitely preferable. Did you inquire to Grisaia about me?
Not quite, you see! We're running your name through the database! And you're clean! In the middle of the data, retrieve on the phone rings, we pick up the receiver and we find call the Minister of Defense's Special Organization, ... more dots. Asking, I can't read it, things in way. Might be able to get... What? Custody of her dogs? What?
The dog of ours.
Well, no, that was quite a surprise. We're not running animal shelter here, you know. Ha ha!
Since you found my owner and confirmed that my leash is properly attached, I should be able to leave now, right?
Yes! Just do as you please on that's right. You'll also contact your principal at the school you're transferring to.
That's so.
You forgot the dots?
I thought.
Yes, indeed. And you haven't shown up. It seems she's putting calls into the police stations, and if you're in one of them, oh god, I'm a thief. He thinks I'm a horrible human being. Our chief has ended up getting pulled in the phone, blah blah blah. He was in the middle of the meeting, ... Then we're going here for comma, apparently, period.
Oh my god. Where's my backpack?
The luggage we've commented. I've been holding into
Come on.
I can't keep it together. I've been holding into for you as the entranceway, comma. You should be all over that way, period. If you'd like, comma, shall send them over by car.
You're not getting funds from public taxes or the chauffeur bums like me around, are you? I'll walk.
Commas!
Okay, guys. Well, that's enough for this episode, I suppose. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like and comment down below.
Yeah, leave a comment!
More than especially leave a like. If you want to see more from me and Dick and Amanda, subscribe to my channel, which is Shigeo Takeru, which you'll be watching this.
Why mine? I do all man
Nick has
voices!
his own channel called Nick and Food. GD at the end of Nick and he does stuff like Minecraft. He's doing 7 Days to Die currently, right?
Yes!
Don't Starve is a series there. He has a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you like him doing his weird crap, just go subscribe to him too.
Everyone, could you put a subscribe?
Down in the description of the video later.
Bye!